again, I think you want Haddadi to touch the ball. Look at the offense. 4 rebounds in all for Iran. Oh, there. Mark Kakia,
the spark. Right now he's sparking Team Philippines to a 9-point advantage.
Well, Amini. And attempt at the alley-oop.
Oh, that's a lucky break there for Iran.
I don't know. The ball squirted out of the hands of Kakiwa. You know, and the other 2 Filipino players were already headed the other way, and then well, where's that ball going? Right in the hands of Haddadi. And jams it home. Watch it again. Well, there it is. Whoops. And I think it's ankle or foot or something.
Yes, that was Kagiwa turning around, the ball hitting the ankle. JJ Helterbrand. And you know what? If you drew out a play, you couldn't execute that 9 out of 10 times. Believe me.
Let's hope Iran doesn't win by 2 points. Go back and look at that.
Team Philippines down to 7. 2:08 remaining.
At the moment, the friend of the Philippines, we've said that on several occasions, have been made to look quite silly by saying that, because they have found ways to lose. But you can be sure this time, or you would think that they would protect the ball. As soon as I say, whoa, they almost lost it again. Rebound, Kelly Williams. Man, they almost made me eat my words in mid-sentence.
I think the shot clock did go off. Off in time, but nonetheless,
that's what Toraman is saying.
He's got a valid. Kagiwa gonna make them pay, and does.
That ought to do it. By the Philippines, and the dagger through the heart by Mark Kagiwa. This is for Team Philippines.
You know, Chuck, those are the breaks of the game, really. That was a poor call, I think, by the officials. And there, Coach Rajko continues to talk to the referees. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But the basket will still count for Team Philippines, from what I see.
Well, what he's saying, the clock went off. There was no 24-second clock expired, and there was no buzzer. And then they get a second opportunity. There's a shot by Kakiwa.
You see? It was already at 24, and that ball was still in the hands of Mark Kagiwa. In fact, when JJ Helterbrand made that pass to Kagiwa, the clock was at 0.
Well, what are you going to do? I mean, you know, it's not like you can go back in time.
No, you can't. That was a major blunder, though, by the officials. Team Philippines will obviously take it. But as you said, what can you do? You got to just reorganize your troops. But, you know, it's going to be hard because that was a huge basket by Kagiwa. And that really just, shall we say, dismantled the chances of Iran coming back here.
Well, what it did, that basket, is it took the game out of reach. I mean, let's call it the way it is. 10 points in a minute, probably not going to happen. But, you know, in general, you have a 10-point lead with a minute.
We got to be safe, huh? I mean,
yeah, we
have seen.
No, but you saved us, that Chinese Taipei game, Anthony. You saved our bacon. You called that. That was incredible. Okay, Iran 58.5% from the floor and 31.8% from free throw land or from 3-point land, and 70% from the line. Still talking about it, but what are you going to do?
Well, he's got nothing else you can do. The call has been made. The basket has been minute and 20 to see what you can do, but at the same time, you want to make sure that the table officials know that they blew it.
That's what the ref. It's not up to the scorers at the table, and he's screaming at him in English. So 89-79, it will remain. He's, you know, had any 50-50 call, but I mean, besides that, what are you going to do? You play the game. That point. Zamini. So as he goes by, the Philippines sensing that with under a minute to play, it's all over.
Right now, they want to do so. If they feel that they still have a chance here in this ball game to send something to go.
Yeah, and they're going to do it.
But 10-point lead, it's really a huge time replace. But at the same time, I like what I'm up. They're going to give the 2 free throws here to Team Philippines and try to come back with the 3-pointer the other way.
You know, and we mentioned this earlier, that even like 6 clockwise and the ball is knocked off. But on 4 or 5 straight possessions, what we saw as Iran started to set up for their offensive set, their half-court game, guys walking back down the court.
At this stage, has to remove some of the other guys like quicker guys, and especially good call.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is a good call.
Iran is going to foul anymore here. Team Philippines going to their 4-cornered offense. It's a 1-ball game. That's a poor foul.
That is a poor foul. If you're going to foul, you foul right.
Once again, just to remind the viewers, the Jones Cup is played with a 1-round robin, and that's it. And so the coaching system will come into play, and the way it's seeming, Chuck, there's going to be a whole lot of...
Well, yeah, and about this maybe a little on, but then you look at the teams on top right now. Remember, Jordan only with 1 loss tournament. They have a tough game with Oman, but defeated the United States who 6 losses too. So if it gets down to it, say you've got a couple teams with 2 losses, Jordan and the U.S. are one of them. U.S. ahead. Jordan did beat the United States. Permutation is off the top of my head. You know, there are other ones too.
There are a whole lot that can still happen.
Oman only has 2, or Qatar only has 2 losses. You know, we said at the inception of this tournament that we thought just athletically they were the best team that we had seen. They took a couple hits. So still a 10-point lead. Iran will.
Well, I think they want one good, which is smart. Be able to score here and don't give Team Philippines any chance to score on the other side.
Writing's on the wall. It's going to be a 10-point win for Team Philippines. And they're going to even their 3 on this 6th day of the William Jones. And good win for Team Philippines against a tough opponent.
A very big win for Team Philippines. If you want to break this game down, simply put, game plan to be able to break down this much taller squad with their quickness. They were able to do so, and at the same time, they Iran into playing their game. Iran actually played their game, came out the loser here.
That's right, and that happened mid-quarter. Remember, Iran went to the break after the first quarter with a 5-point lead. And full of confidence, they get on to it. The Philippines, and it worked for a while. I mean, they hit him shot for short. It was entertaining stuff for about 5 minutes, but then after the shots weren't falling for them, and the Philippines continued to hit their shots. Well, guess what? Their strength, and they never really recovered from that.
Ask themselves, yes, we were pretty successful in the first half. Are we playing to our strengths? No, we're not. We should play our game. We should dictate on our opponent what we're going to do. And if you're 70-80% of the time, you'll come out with a
size team. You know, it's a finesse. You predicate time, you will be successful. So we're going to